It's been a while, friends. A lot has been going on, and today I'm going to offer a little bit of an update of what's been going on and what's getting ready to happen. All right, so first of all, thank you for those of you who have checked on us and asked how we're doing and all of that. I really appreciate that. I appreciate all of your prayers and your concern. So a lot of you, when you had reached out, I said that we were undergoing a lot of I said that we were having major life changes going on, and that is true. What's going on is, first of all, we're moving. We're moving about 5 hours away from Hilton Head, and the other thing is that my mom is going to be moving in with us. So there's a lot of reasons why this is happening, but I'll kind of go over some of that later on in this video. Right now, I'm just kind of I'm going to give you more of, I would say, like a status update, what we're doing, what's happening, where we are, that kind of thing. And I'll back up and explain why a little bit later in this video. There's many reasons why, but probably one main reason. So, all right, so what you're seeing in here are boxes that are going to be taken to a storage facility tomorrow morning. This is in the town that we're moving to, so we're gonna have a couple of storage facilities up there until we can move into our new house. We're under contract on a new house up there. It was like a spec home that somebody had built, and we're gonna be buying that house after we sell this house next week. We are selling this house furnished. We've got certain pieces of furniture that we are moving. So this is the desk that was in Sophie's room and her chair, Gary's chair. We also have his desk sitting up there, his file cabinet, but pretty much everything else up here is staying. Show you what we got up here. So I've cleared off mostly my bookshelves. So since we're selling the home furnished, we have to leave like most of the decor, most of the pieces of furniture. So we're leaving this bed. We really don't have anywhere to put this bed at our new house anyway. We're leaving the nightstands. We have to leave the TVs. So pretty much just left everything in here except for Gary's office. So you may remember that this was where Gary had his office set up. And then he had all of his like office equipment in here. All right, and then this other closet was like our big storage area where we kept a lot of our Christmas stuff. So it's basically empty now. So this room is ready to go. We've cleaned it and we're not using this room anymore. So this room's ready to go. But downstairs we've moved our recliners to storage. So we have a storage unit here in Hilton Head where we cleared out a bunch of stuff before we listed our house, because listing it furnished means you have to either exempt things that you don't want to take, or that you want to keep. Like my dining room set, I exempted that because it was kind of too big to move. So that's going to go with us. And everything else pretty much had to stay. So the couches, these weren't our couches anyway. The previous owners gave them to us, and we're gonna leave this coastal looking coffee table and this furniture over here and the bar stools. You have to sell your house with all the appliances, including the washer and dryer down here. That's just kind of how it goes. Obviously the pantry, which was, we put in here to solve that problem with this house. Leaving my blue table. In Sophie's room, we packed up her desk and her toys and stuff like that. Her dollhouse is in storage. And so we're going to be leaving her bed and her nightstand and lamp. Everything else of hers is pretty much going. So we're in the process of washing sheets right now, so no one's bed is made. But in Katie's room, she's leaving her bed, her nightstand, her TV in this thing, the swing. We've packed up her desk and her chair, and all of her personal possessions or whatever, but the room is furnished. Her desk is currently in the storage unit in Hilton Head. And then in our bedroom, we're taking this trunk, which belonged to Gary's grandparents. So we exempted that, but everything else in here is staying. We did take out my little desk. and the TV and the dresser. So a lot of people that have homes in like the resort neighborhoods down here do sell their homes furnished because you can sell them for more money and you have a lot more buyers, because if they want to rent, then they want to have it furnished. So out here, all the furniture obviously that goes with the pool and the deck is going to stay. So unfortunately the wood furniture that we had didn't hold up too well, so we were going to replace that rocker with probably polywood, something like that. So hot and steamy out here that my camera's wanting to fog up, but the pool stuff, the umbrellas, all of that are obviously going to stay. We've almost packed up our closet. So we've got a few suitcases out, some clothes left for Gary and me. So we're down to the wire here. So we purged a lot of stuff that we could purge, and then we put a lot of stuff in storage. Some things have already been moved to the new town that we're moving to. We're actually moving to the upstate of South Carolina. So we've actually lived in most areas of South Carolina. Gary is from the PD, which is like the Florence, Myrtle Beach, that kind of area. He lived in Sherrill growing up. I'm from Greenville, which is in the upstate of South Carolina. We are moving back up to the upstate, but we're gonna be in a more rural area, not Greenville. And we've lived in the Midlands, in Lexington, both Gary and I. We lived there for most of our marriage, then moved down here to the Low Country. So the Low Country is kind of like Charleston, Georgetown, Hilton Head, everything kind of south of Georgetown. So anyway, we have lived in pretty much all the areas of South Carolina. I personally have not lived in the PD, but we are moving back up to the upstate where I am. Gary's not from there, but I am, and so is my mom. My mom is moving in with us, so the apartment that she had was like at an independent living place, and she did not like it. So she liked it for maybe a few weeks, but then they've had bad management, bad food. It hasn't been going well for her, and she needs more help than we could have like a situation to have her live by herself right now. So we decided that we were gonna go ahead and have her move in with us. The only thing is this house doesn't really work for that long term, because the only room that we have is up here, and while she can do stairs, these straight up stairs are a little bit hard, instead of like stairs where you kind of like go up and you stop and then you turn and go up again. Also, that room doesn't have like a true door. It doesn't really close all the way, so it's loud up there. And so like with her TV and everything, and then Sophie sleeping here, it's just, there's not enough separation. So this house wasn't the best setup for like having my mom move in. And then also the room upstairs was Gary's office. So she has lived with us for a few weeks before she was moving to her new place, and that was fine temporarily. And it's great for like just having guests or whatever, having that guest room upstairs. But for a long-term situation, it eliminates our office, which we have to have for our business. So Gary works out the office whenever he's home. So we thought about moving somewhere else in Hilton Head, but it's so expensive down here, and to be able to, you know, get a house that was really gonna be big enough was probably not the best use of money. We could have done it, we thought about doing it, but then we also thought, you know, we could really go anywhere we wanna go. Do we really want to be here? And, you know, after we kind of thought about the answer to that, it was really no, because we came down here because of my parents. And y'all know, shortly after we moved down here, my mom had some situations where she was in the hospital, and then within like 6 months, my dad ended up in the hospital, and then a month later he died, and then we've been helping my mom ever since. So because my mom is going with us, we can really go wherever we want to go. So we thought about moving somewhere else, and the upstate is where we landed on that we wanted to be. So that is what we're doing. I'll tell you more about the other side of this move in probably our next video, because I'm sort of knee deep in this move. But today we are going to we're getting ready to go to the grocery store to get a few things so that I can use up the food that I have left before we move. And then, so after that, or just kind of cleaning and doing things like that. I have been doing school with Sophie here and there the best that I can. And tomorrow is a big day because the movers are coming. So the movers tomorrow will be taking our dining room furniture, this little bit of furniture that we're moving out here. They'll be taking all of our boxes. So we have a few boxes in storage, but these are the bulk of our possessions here, these boxes here, and then all of these boxes here. So they'll be taking all of that tomorrow and putting, and they'll also be picking up what we have in storage in Hilton Head, and then taking my mom's stuff and moving it to the storage facility in the Upstate. Friends, we'd love to pray for you. If we can pray for you, let us know in the comments below. All right, we're just gonna take a walk through and say goodbye to the house one last time. We pretty much have everything ready to go. We got some towels that we have to leave for the new owner that are in the dryer. I need to fold those and put those away. We have our water bottles, my purse, and the vacuum that still need to go. But other than that, everything is staying here. The house was sold furnished, and that's just how it goes down here. So I'll walk you through and show you what the house looks like now. There were a few things that we kept, and we had to move them out of the house, and so you'll see missing things. Those are things that are going with us. In the kitchen, and left some things on the counter for the new owner, like the survey, some pool stuff, and some remotes, the keys, some instructions on how to change codes on doors and stuff, and some water filters. Over here, we need to pack our vacuum. Our table is already in storage. Up where we're moving, it's really, really, really steamy outside, so all the doors are kind of fogged up, but it's also still pretty early. In the living room, we ended up moving this chair in here just because it matched a little bit better for the pictures, and our recliners are in storage. Everything else is staying. You might remember, if you've been here for a while, that these two couches were actually left to us by the previous owner, so these weren't ours anyway, and neither was the TV. So all we're really leaving is a rug, the coffee table, and this stuff over here, a little bit of decor. Our blue table is staying. This is one piece of furniture that we've had since our second house that Gary and I lived in. And this rug was left for us by the previous owners. Obviously, we're leaving the pantry because there's no pantry here, and this was an amazing solution for us while we lived here. Down here, remember the laundry room. We were so fortunate in this neighborhood to actually have a laundry room that wasn't just a closet or inside of a bathroom. A little half bath. We decorated this room a little bit, changed out the mirror, and we painted the cabinet. All right, Sophie's room. Sophie's gonna upgrade to a queen size bed at the new house and purple walls, which she's extremely excited about. So we're leaving her bed and her nightstand in this room, as well as the decor. And unfortunately, we have to leave the closet stuff. I know we just put that in, but that's having to stay. That actually worked really well for us while we were here though. Katie's bathroom. Everything's nice and clean and empty. Katie's bedroom. Katie's also going to be upgrading to a queen bed when we move. That way, if we have guests, we're not going to have a guest room. So when we have guests, that way we put the girls together and have a queen bed using one of the other rooms. Katie's closet. Super empty. We've had this for multiple houses now as well. That It's been in different people's rooms depending on who needed it at the time, but that goes back 3 houses at least. And then our room. So we're having to leave our furniture in here. We did take Gary's grandparents' trunk. We moved that. This dresser we've had since I think our first house together. Possibly our second house, I'm not sure. We've been in so many houses, y'all. We've moved a good bit. But I painted this dresser in one of our first videos. That is staying. I'm also having to leave some of my photos that I did. But I have, obviously I can reprint those if I want to. But I do love those photos. All right. And then our bathroom. Turn the fan off. Our closet. So finally, y'all, I did a proper closet clean out. And it is cleaned out. It looks huge like this, doesn't it? The previous owners had this like extra bar for, you know, like so you could have another extra bar for more clothes or whatever. I never needed it, so I had it upstairs just out of the way, but we brought it back in here so they could see, you know, what it was intended for. Bathroom is clean. I repainted these cabinets. They were also that like coastal blue, but I wanted to make them more neutral for selling the house, so I painted them it's sort of a taupe color. It's a mix of brown and gray. So there's some brown in this marble as well as some gray. So it kind of warms up the room a little bit, I feel like. So that is it for downstairs. Upstairs, we're finally gonna leave these Billy bookcases. I don't really need them anymore, and I don't have anywhere to put them at the new house. They're also attached to the wall, so they have to stay. I don't really have an area at the new house to set up an area like that, so we won't be taking that. We also don't have anywhere to put this bed, so it is staying as well, although it would have had to anyway with the house being furnished. Little bathroom up here. And then we'll miss the skylight. We've loved the skylights in this house. And Gary's desk is moved. Everybody's desk got moved. In one of our next videos, possibly our very next video, you're gonna see our new house and moving in and all of those types of things. So again, I apologize for not being able to film, but it's just been a lot. We did this deal was done very, very quickly after seeming like it would never be done. It's been a whirlwind, and also my mom is moving in with us when we move, so we've been dealing with her apartment and our house and packing everybody up, and it's just been a lot. So that's why I've just kind of been MIA. There's just been no way to do anything else at this point. But I'm hoping to have more regular content coming your way soon. Thanks for being here, y'all. We appreciate y'all. We love you. We appreciate all of your messages that you have sent us, and we will see you soon. Bye.